Hi, good morning, and welcome to Here on My Bench. This is a video all about me and about my works and what I do at Lighthouse. And so first of all, I myself am the co-director of the Alternative Suspension Program, and so I work with the students in LPS who have been suspended and want to learn and want to think about, why they got suspended and how to change those things around. Where did I go to high school? I went to high school in Ralston, Nebraska. I was a Ralston Ram, and I think the things I was most involved in was sports. I played football, I did wrestling, and my freshman year did track, but I did not like it. Okay, and so instead what I did was golf. Sophomore, junior, and senior year, and I don't regret it a day. I loved golf. It's still one of my favorite sports. I like the other ones, but golf is something that really just allows me to relax still to this day. What was my favorite subject in middle school and high school? I think that's a difficult one. I don't know if I had a favorite subject more so than I had favorite teachers. A lot of you know that I really like biology, and I used to be a biology teacher, right? But I'll tell you, in high school, I did not like biology because I didn't like my teacher. I didn't think he was very nice or understanding, or I didn't like him. I tell you what, but I did loved my English teacher, all of them. All English teachers I had in high school were so intelligent and understanding, and really just wanted to develop you as a person. I remember my physics teacher, he was so smart and laid back, and again just tried to do things that would get us to think and do things, which was really awesome. My math teachers, God, I had a lot of really good teachers. Math teachers were also, as long as you were trying, they were helpful. I remember everybody, or a lot of my friends, saying, "Oh, you got Mrs. So-and-so, or you got Mr. So-and-so. Oh man, they're so mean." And then I'd go to those classes and it's like, they're pretty nice. So I don't know if I had a favorite subject, but I definitely had favorite teachers. And so where did I go to college? I actually went to, so I'm wearing this sweatshirt. I went to the University of Nebraska-Lincoln, and I studied fisheries and wildlife. And no, it's not a made-up major. I studied fisheries and wildlife, and so I learned about animals and plants and ecosystems and how to manage those animals and plants and ecosystems. And then I did my master's degree, and I became a science teacher, a biology teacher, an ecology teacher, as a lot of you know who are willing and kind enough to listen to my rants about the outdoors. Why did I want to work at Lighthouse? I wanted to work at Lighthouse because, and this is going to sound strange, but I remember walking in the door and for the first time and just feeling this just weird sense of, this is the right place for me to work. And then hearing the philosophy and what Lighthouse is about, and how it is about including anybody that wants to come in and be a part of the family, and showing respect for those kids and finding ways to help these kids find their own inner strength so that they can leave Lighthouse one day and become strong. I think that's what drew me to teaching, and I didn't get all aspects of that as a teacher, and I think Lighthouse provided me the missing pieces. What's important to me? I think something that's really important to me is freedom of choice. Growing up, people probably didn't know it, but I didn't feel very smart and very intelligent. People would always make comments like, "You're book smart, but you're not street smart," or something else, and there always seemed to kind of be this backhanded comment on the end of sentences, and it made me really feel not very smart and intelligent. And so I worked really hard to prove myself in that way. And now when I work with these kids, it seems like freedom of choice is also so very important for them as well, because it's a way to be able to show the world that you're competent and that you can do things, and we all have those abilities. And just another reason I love working with these kids, because I know some of them have had that moment where they don't believe in themselves, or somebody else actually says, I don't believe in you and I don't believe you can do this, and I don't believe in that. I think anybody can accomplish the things that they want in their lives. And so freedom of choice is really important to me. What is something that I love? I love the outdoors. I love nature. Nature is, it's so beautiful in so many ways. You can just walk in your backyard or on a trail or anywhere and know that there are billions and trillions of living organisms all around you. Probably even more than trillions. There's bacteria that live in the dirt and little animals that live just right under the grass, and the trees and the birds and all the things that we see regularly, but all the things that we never see. And it's so amazing that all of this life is around us all the time. And so I love nature, and I love thinking about just the beauty in life and the beauty in how nature and how the outdoors continues to fuel life for everything. I love that. What are some of my strengths? I think some of my strengths, if I was going to go strength finder strength, one of them is ideation. And I like this one not just because it's a strength finder strength, but because it's a strength that I really love, just in general, and I've always noticed it about myself. I can just put together ideas from just a spattering of just bits and pieces. I'll just see and figure out a way in which they will fit together to make something. And it's not always beautiful, it's not always perfect, but it's something, and it's functional, and it works, and it can turn into something better later if I want it to. But I love that I come up with ideas, and I always have an idea. I love that I have the ability to learn whatever it is, no matter what it is. Learner is another one of my strength finder strengths, but also something that again, I've known about myself for a long time. I love to learn. I love to just know new things about the world around me, because to me it makes the world so much more beautiful. The more I know, the more beautiful it is. The more intricate it is, the more interesting it is. Well, those are the things about me, Zach. Okay? Thank you guys for listening to me ramble. I feel like this was a long video, but you know what? It needed to happen, and thank you. Good to talk to y'all again, even though you're not there to talk back, because I'm looking at the camera. But yeah, I don't know. Peace out, Rock.